Then we'll swim her roughing it over the jungle, just like this. And that's what it's like where Ellie lived. And she really liked it there. But one day she thought she'd go exploring. She thought she'd go exploring in the desert. And the desert's all full of sand, and the sand's all brown like this. And while she's exploring in the desert, you know what happened to her? She fell into a hole. A deep, deep hole. Just like that. But she didn't stay there very long because she was afraid. She was so afraid she jumped out of that hole and she was gone from the desert. You know, see that she's gone? She was gone. You knew where?
Here. Right here.
I don't see her.
It's in the sand. In the sand.
Oh, here? Oh, no, that's not Ellie. That's a mouse. Everyone knows the elephant's afraid of mice. So Ellie saw that mouse above that hole. That's why she jumped out and ran away. You know where she went?
Where?
She went right back to the jungle and landed right between the trees like this.
That's he do that. How he just do that?
Well, that's what her friends all said. Is, Ellie, if you do tricks like that, where you jump out the hole in the desert and land between the trees in the jungle, you should join the circus. So that's just what Ellie did. So next time you guys go to the circus, if you see Ellie, you tell her hello, okay?
Well, we didn't saw her.
You didn't see her?
No.
Well, maybe next time. Okay, Pop for Super Bunny thinks he's going to go trick-or-treating. You guys ever go trick-or-treating?
Yes. That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You know what? I went trick-or-treating last year. You know what happened to me? First house I went to, the guy says, I have some suckers. You like suckers? I said, sure, I like suckers.
I like suckers too.
He says, I have a whole sack of suckers here. He says, I have some in here that are grape. And he says, and I have some in here that are lime. And he said, I had some in here that are cherry. Yeah, see what other kind do we have in here? We got some, he says, I got my favorite, we got some lemon.
Oh, that's my favorite.
He says, let me take out my favorite one and you get all the rest. It's okay. That'll be good. So you know what he did?
What?
He took out the lemon one, put it in his pocket, and he went like that. And he says, here you go. All the rest are for you. So I took the bag and I walked outside and I went, I couldn't hear anything in there. And I looked. There wasn't anything in there.
I didn't go in your pocket.
Yeah, the lemon one is. The lemon one's in my pocket. So I went to the next house. And the guy says, I was going to have some candy here for you kids coming around trick-or-treating. But I didn't get it made yet. He said, will you help me make it? I said, sure, I will. So he got his candy making machine. He says, if you take that off and look through it, you'll see it's all full of kids, and they're all sweet, so that makes good candy. And there's nothing about like it on the inside. Put that one back and take that one off and look through it.
What's in there?
It's all full of kids, too. He said, even better than that, take that one off and this one off. Way on the inside, there's an empty one. He says, that's where we put the stuff to make the candy out of. And he asked me, he says, what kind of candy do you like to have? And I said, I want some red candy, like cherry. So I kind of remember those suckers I didn't get. I'd like some yellow ones like lemon, some green ones like lime, maybe some orange ones like orange. He said, okay. He says, we put all those colors in there. Just like this. He says, maybe you can make all those kinds of candy.
How?
He says, you put this piece back on here like this. He says, you put this piece back on here like this. He says, now you have to stir it up with your fingers. You guys gonna help me stir it? Get your fingers ready, go. So wiggle your fingers and stir it up. And count to 3, say our magic words. Go 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra! Suppose that worked? Let's see if we're going to have any Halloween candy. Still have our kids in this one. We still have all the kids in this one. Candy! Look at that. There's some red candy, some yellow candy, some green, and some orange. You guys are good candy makers. We get the candy all made. He says, he says, so that hasn't got broke up in your bag with all the other candy. He says, how about we put it in a special container? So, okay, you just slide it in there like this. Put the lid on. He says, here, you carry it like that, and it says, if something hits on it, it won't break. You won't have a whole bunch of busted up lifesavers. I said, oh, that's good.
I have lifesavers.
Do you? So I got home.
I have lifesavers in my tin.
So when I got home, I thought, I think I'll have one of those lifesavers now. Well, you know what? I took the lid off, and there was nothing there. He pulled a trick on me, too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How did he do that? You think that's how he did it?
Mm-mm. Ellie.
When I was going through all my Halloween stuff, you know what I found? I found a picture of one of my favorite things from when I was a little bitty clown. Yeah! This is one of my favorite things when I was a little bitty clown. It's a picture of my bear. Isn't he pretty? All those bright colors. You like those bright colors?
There's no color in there.
No colors? Will you guys help me color it? Make it pretty?
How do you do that?
I brought my crayons. You guys have crayons here?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you do. So we cover the crayons like this up with the bear, and we all count to 3 and say our magic words. I'll bet we can color this up real pretty, okay? But be careful, we stay inside the lines. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. And there's your pretty picture, just like that. We got a pretty picture?
No.
Would you color outside the lines?
Yes.
You didn't color anything. What happened? Uh-oh. What happened to my crayons? How did you guys do that?
There are pretty colors now.
But they're not on the bear.
Not on the bear.
You gonna help me color it?
I do. I do.
Jason,
The rest of you can help from where you're sitting, okay?
we got to go.
Sit down. We're gonna use this coloring can here, okay? You guys all see that coloring can? Nice and red. What's in there? Nothing. Suppose you can put the bear in here. Push your way down deep inside. Oops. And now the blue one. Put some blue color in there on him. A little brown for bear.